Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of my playthrough here on Masterclass series. And before we were just farming some hop jerky, which we really need to have a lot of. Let's check on my hop jerky stash so far. 14, that's not too bad. I mean, I'd like to get a lot more than that, but it's not too bad so far. So now we have another teammate with us. And she's okay, but nothing, nothing truly amazing or anything like that. Not yet, anyway, not yet. You want to fight all of these enemies here. I did just say Masterclass series. What do you think it was going to be? A noob series? So Ellie does have some spells which will be very useful. None of these are AoE though, as you can see there's only a single target. So probably not really worth doing right now. We got lucky with that, by the way. I shouldn't have used the spare on that, or an X attack on that enemy. Got lucky there. Now against the forest elves, we'll probably want to use some spells against them, and also against the crows. I think they're crows or bats or birds or something. Arcane Rod. Well, only she can use that, so this is probably one of the only times you'll want to do this. Because she's the only one who can equip that anyways, so might as well give that to her. And now we have to go back down because there's nothing here, and allows you to get this item here, so pretty good. I apologize for the noise of my controller, by the way. I can't do much about that. You want to fight all of these because they do have a large amount of enemies in here that you want to fight, definitely. Definitely. It's funny. It is funny. I'm not sure if we should talk about death blows yet. I'm not sure if you can learn them yet. Maybe you can. Go to status, skills. We can learn death blows right now. So, how you learn death blows is you just do a thing over and over again, a certain combination, over and over again until you learn it. And you can only learn, well, you can train up to a certain point. You can train yourself up to a certain point, but you need to learn this. You need to learn the death blow before the one that you're learning before. For example, the first one, you need to know the first one before you can know the second one, if that makes sense. Pretty sure that should make sense. I believe that's the next... There should be something still here for me, right? There's a chest there, yeah, that's what I was looking for. We're getting pretty lucky with these next attacks. Death blows are really not that important until like after you get out of the forest and to the next level. Then maybe you want to start learning at least one of them. But if you learn this early, that's even better because you'll be able to go even further beyond. Like you'll be able to learn the next one, and then the next one, and the next one, and the next one. But it's not like, oh, there you go. But it's not like you can learn all of them at the beginning of the game, because some of them require you to have more combo potential than is allowed at this point in the game. Like for example, when you see it says like 4 out of 4 combo moves, so you can only do one in or triangle and X, or 2 squares, you know, something like that. So you can't learn all the death blows right away. You can only learn some of them. And this is a scripted encounter after you pass the bridge. So this is where we actually need to try hard here. So this is the first death blow here, not too bad. For this point in the game, 66 damage, that's pretty good, one shot at him. And now you want to go ahead and start attacking these ones up here, but you don't want them to do anything, they go crazy. I wanted to avoid that. As you can see, obviously she's going to do more damage because she's using magic. And she learns Scream, which really isn't that big of a deal because you'll see soon it does not matter. Yesterday you said your life was worthless. What did you mean by that? Why are you asking? Why? Yesterday you looked like you had a death wish. You think it wouldn't make me wonder? Say, how did you get stranded in this forest in the first place? I should ask you the same question. Huh? Well, I ran away from my village, or what's left of it. Village, you don't mean land. It was a small village that existed between this forest and mountain range. I ran away from there. That village? It was a nice peaceful village. Everyone there treated me like family. Then last night, a group of gears suddenly appeared and started fighting right in the middle of the place. The village was engulfed in flames. I couldn't just stand by and watch the land be destroyed. So, to try and save the village, I got in an empty gear without even knowing how to operate it. I just thought that maybe I could do it. No, it was more like someone whispered to me. Someone whispered something to tell me to do it. But it was a disaster, the village. Was it destroyed by the Kislev army? Faye? No, the village was destroyed by me. Yes, it was me. I destroyed land. I'm pretty sure of it. What do you mean you destroyed it? I thought you were trying to help save the villagers. I did try to help. I actually took out a few gears, but then I came under heavy fire with a nuke group of gears, and then my friend Timothy was hit with a hail of bullets, and I lost it. Everything just went dark. I don't remember anything after that. The Eurozone went out of control. Well, that's what Doc said. When I came to the village, everyone, and it was Alice. She was such a... Alice and Timothy, oh God. Everybody, all such good people. Went out of control. The gear. What about the village? Okay? Yes, the gear. Damn them. They're still giving chase. Back down. That's done it. Shrapnel in my back. My thruster's output is dropping. I can't maintain altitude. Damn it, everyone land now. Group on the ground. We'll have to engage them. And this is where it begins. Not really sure why it's free. If they have never come to the village, never started fighting there, then I wouldn't have tried to pilot that gear. It's all their fault, not mine. They're the ones to blame. If they had never come, none of them, if not for them. Them. Enough of that. You're a coward. A coward, me? Yes, you're a coward. All you're saying is them. Don't talk as if you had no part in the blame as well. I'm to blame? Yes, that's right. Of course, the direct cause of the battle was a gear that made emergency landing your village. But all kids love gears was one of the gear, right? They weren't invading or out to destroy land. The real damage is because you climbed in that gear and tried to fight back. Whatever made you decide to get into that gear? Not just anyone can pilot them. It takes training. There is no way the villain could hope to pilot one. Besides, you should have been helping the villager escape. How can you blame the damage on a gear when it was your decision to fight in the first place? Why don't you take some responsibility for yourself? Why are you putting all the blame on others? It's just running away. That's what makes you a coward. Well, if you put it that way, yes, I am a coward. I didn't realize my own strength and have been blaming what happens to others. Now, a pitiful excuse for a man, but I just felt this rush of blood in me and I couldn't help myself. Or help others. Okay, I am... Shut up. What do you know? When I came up to us surrounded by piles of rubble, I didn't know what had happened or what I had done. I remember absolutely nothing. All I remember is that my hands could still feel what they had done. The only thing that penetrated the gear's barrier was screams accompanied by the stench of blood, the sound of crushing bones, and my own curses. Look at my hands. Can you hear the voices? Can you understand this feeling? Can you understand the feeling you're destroying your own village with your own hands? Of course, of not being able to do anything for the children left behind. Now they have nothing. I have nothing. I have no one. I didn't want to get into it. I had no choice. There was no other way. And here comes a cutscene with one of the only voice acting lines for Faye ever. You would think that the main character would get more voice lines, but nope. Barely gets any. In fact, there's almost no voice lines in the entire game, so enjoy it while it lasts, guys. Here it is. Or I guess not literally right now, but soon. Why did I go and say that to him?
You talk as if it's not your responsibility.
No, I didn't do anything.
They died because you had to pilot the gear and start fighting.
It wasn't me, can't you understand?
Not just anyone can pilot those machines, you know.
I didn't do it.
Why won't you take responsibility?
I'm not so strong.
Why are you trying to put the blame on others?
I'm not even all that talented.
You're a coward!
That's right. I'm a coward.
That's his voice. Are you impressed? That's the main character's voice. Are you guys impressed? He gets me every time. That's all I give him. Gets me every time, guys. And I love this part. He jumps on that little stone there and then he jumps over. And here comes the... it's still easy, but it's one of the credible threats in this game right now. You gotta fight on foot first. Oh no. You gotta fight this enemy on foot first, which is okay, I guess. And then you get to have more fun. It has a, just like in Brave Exvius, there's a threshold you have to get to in order to get to the next part of this fight here. Darn, she's unconscious. As you can see, we're really not doing much damage here, guys. Missed. I don't know how a big tail could miss, but hey. Oh, here we go. Hey! Hey, I've been searching for you. Here, you can use this. Hey, hold on a second. Just tell me I can use this one thing. Ellie, damn it. Doc, I have very fast. If I will defeat this monster, but if it looks like I go out of control again like last time, then shoot me. Okay, let's pray that it won't happen. Now here comes the actual combat, guys. Now we can play with now we can play with the dinosaur. And as you can see here, we unlocked Death Blows 1 for my gear. As it transitions from your actual person to the gear. Just that in your gear form you can't do any of those blows you want. You have to use moves like that first. So, for example, if you can get the second level, you have to do 2 turns of just doing normal attacks first. Because if you do attack one of your attack levels, then it goes away. So that's how that works. I'm not sure why that lags the game so much. It's just an effect. This is a joke of a boss, basically. It's literally the first boss in the game, so of course it's gonna be easy. And she landed on top of it, or the enemy landed on top of Ellie, killing her. Sorry, guys. Sorry, rip Ellie in the chat, guys. Hashtag rip Ellie. Not really, but it's just funny every time I see it. Faye, are you alright? Yeah, I guess so. That fight with the Rankar was remarkable. In ordinary gear, we could not defeat that monster. Really? It makes me laugh every time I hear it. And you certainly keep yourself in good shape. Why did you bring this here, Doc? This? You mean Weltall? Weltall? This is the gear that destroyed our village. Why did you bother bringing it here? I never want to see it in a gear again. I understand how you must feel. See, this quote right here is what I remember. One of the most quotes in the game. I remember this all the time. This quote here. So I take this quote to me in real life. It's true in real life. Sometimes you need a certain degree of strength to do certain things. Even more since we are being pursued. I agree that a certain degree of strength is needed for self-defense. And if it weren't for this gear here, Ellie and I'd be in that Rankar's stomach right now. But his power goes beyond what is necessary. Does one need this much power to destroy everything? I don't need that kind of power. I just hate gears. Faye, using power or being used by power, is that not the problem of the heart? Humans do not use their power for the wrong. It can be a good thing. I believe such power can be helpful to us. In that respect, I know you'll be fine. I sure helped you out last time, am I right? I want to believe that, but something is holding you back, this gear. Well, whatever, Ellie is safe now. You seem to have come to. Huh? I am Satan, a friend of Faye's. You almost did not make it. If Faye had not helped you, I hate to think what would have happened. But I was not too pleased with his rashness of trying to take on that Rankar, which has his bare fists. Bare fists? Well, I'm glad you're able to find a use for what I brought you. Now let's say we are borrowing what Kozlov's army left behind. Oh. Thank you, Faye. This makes twice. Don't mention it, I'll just put it on your tab. It is getting dark. Let us make camp now and start it early tomorrow. Both of you look tired, and I need to make repairs on our friend here. Unfortunately, he won't be able to do much, but there'll be something at least. There's no use. The knee actuator and bypass circuit are both ruined. The actuator can be fixed, but the circuit needs to be replaced. Oh, having trouble sleeping there? Yeah. I imagine you would. You've had quite a day. This is the machine Faye used when the village was attacked. There's another machine left sitting in the outskirts of the village. Nil Bayer Darazias, it was yours, right? Just as I thought. The missing pilot of the gear that made emergency landing and the mysterious one found wandering in the forest are actually one and the same person. Judging by your uniform, I would say you're one of the military, am I correct? How? Who are you? I checked the ID tags of the soldiers who died in the attack on land. The design on their tag and the design on yours are the same. Do not worry, they were given proper burials. But they may not be too pleased to die in a foreign land. Maybe. Does Faye know about you? I don't think he has realized yet. Most likely, Fays know nothing of the world outside the land. I see, so how come... In any case, it is best we do not pry into each other's pasts anymore, but... Let's just say that I know a little bit more about the world than most do. That's for sure. Anyways, Ellie, I have a big favor I have to ask of you. What is it? Go straight ahead and you'll come to a road. Just keep going. Would you please leave us while Faye is still asleep? Unfortunately, things keep happening around Faye. I would like to protect him if possible. I do not want him to be caught up in any struggles. I am also saying this for a benefit. Ellie, you do not belong here. Go back to your family. Do not worry. I will not tell Faye what your true identity is. I will just tell him that you went to meet up with your family. No, it is not that. I did something terrible to him. So I want to apologize. Something terrible? Faye told me it was our fault the village was destroyed. Faye kept saying if only they hadn't come. And I called Faye a coward because he was trying to escape from his responsibilities. But in fact, it was me who was trying to escape from taking the blame. Even if I hadn't crash landed there, they would have all still been living peacefully now. All those innocent people wouldn't have been caught up in that tragedy if I accused Faye. You are a rarity. I did not expect your people to ever think like that. Your people, surface dwellers, are nothing more than domesticating animals, are they not? The shepherds of El took control over the surface dwellers' lands, possessing the right to give life and death unto them as they see fit. Exactly. Yet, you seem to feel responsibility towards Faye and the villagers. Why is that? I don't know myself. In judging, I was taught the surface dwellers are stupid and base, and that's why we have to control them. But upon meeting Faye, something about them made you feel differently? Yes, he is no different than we are. In fact, he seems more powerful. He possessing something we don't. He also risked his life to save me twice. Most of your people would feel ashamed of receiving such an act. Yet you are grateful to Faye? It is probably because my father, he had opened mine to surface dwellers. My nanny was a surface dweller. No one knew about her though. Besides, I am the same as Faye. The same? No, nothing. Never mind. I think I understand. I'm sorry. After what saying we should just pry. Is my nature no? My wife says I am too persistent and I talk too much. But personally, I do not think I talk too much. It's probably best you return home to your country. You really should not be here. I'll return to headquarters, but then what? You are worried. Yes. Worrying is natural. Even I used to worry once too, you know? Oh, Satan. Anyway, let me handle what to tell Faye. You better go now. Rip Ellie for now. So you lost one teammate, but you gained another, so not that big of a deal. Has Ellie gone yet? Oh, so you were awake. Yes, I woke up midway, so I only heard part of what you two were discussing. Ellie, so that's what she is? Faye, she is. I know, it's not Ellie's fault. What happened to the village is all my fault. I took all my pent-up feelings on Ellie. I'm the one who should apologize. Faye! Do not blame yourself. You were just trying to protect the village. Thanks, Doc. By the way, how is everyone from the village going? Do not worry, Yui is taking care of them. I told her to leave soon and take them all to a certain place. They shall be safe for a while, so you just worry about yourself for now. Okay, Doc. Now, to think what should we do next? Shall we leave this forest and head for the desert town of Jazil? We may learn what Ave and Kislev are up to, not to mention getting some parts for Lothal. The leader of Ave is not going to sit back and let the other Knights of Asco go by unpunished. That's true. Now for Satan, we can definitely put gear on him because he's going to be with us for the remainder of the game. But I believe that his stuff here is not too bad. He has better stuff than what we can give him, so. And he's going to be one of the fastest characters in the game. That's not a spoiler, that's just telling you guys right ahead. So you should probably invest in Satan the most. Probably more than Faye, I'm gonna be honest. Faye is pretty good. You know, he's the main character and everything, but Satan is definitely one of the best characters in the game. He's fast, he has good abilities, good death blows, good coverage later in the game as well when he has elemental attacks. So we probably should just focus on Satan the most. My advice. They are an organization providing large-scale military aid to the Kingdom of Ave. They showed up in Ignis several months ago. Until then, Ave was being routed by Kislev. With Gibbler's help, they have managed to regain half their losses. They are now expanding their territory and gathering resources buried in the ruins. I've heard the village elders talk about it. Is Ellie part of that? Quite possibly so. Their group has superior technology and power. It is rumored that they are here solely to get resources in the ruins. I'm surprised they are using something that powerful as that ship. It must be to suppress the recent border skirmishes. So they are fighting the Kislev army? Empire? Yes, it seems that they have found new ruins on the northern edge of Ave. Those ruins are under 500-year-old temple. 3 weeks ago, Kislev took over those ruins. Most likely they are fighting over that. Alright, so none of that is really that important. Like the temple, the hugely old temple and everything, you're not going to be visiting that, so really not that big of a deal right now. Now here we go onto Jazil, which is not very far away. I would caution, I think there's some sharks in here. Oh no, never mind. I believe there are sharks here though, so I'd be very cautious about that because those are really annoying to fight. It would have been nice if Ellie was still in our party because she'd be able to take care of them really easily, but she is not. These ones are not that bad though. Unless he does a combo attack, which he did not do. He does have a combo attack with the gun, but not a big deal. And you want to start learning death blows with Satan as quickly as possible, because he'll be doing the most damage on your team. And did I mention he's the fastest? Here we are in Dazzle, the first place where you can actually start buying things if you really want to. I wouldn't recommend buying any potions or like healing items or anything like that. That's what the Hob Jerky is for. Yes, that is right. Desert town of Dazzle. This town's lively. This is the center for all excavations in Ave. People come from all over Ignis to try and find the resources buried in the ruins below here. We should be able to find out what both Ave and Kislev are up to in here. And we also have to gather things we need to repair Weltall. Repair Weltall? Yes, we must exchange the broken parts to fix Weltall. Otherwise it will not be able to function at all. There's an Ethos workshop in the town with here. Let's go there. Yeah, okay, Doc. I'll have to check up on this place then. There are some shops here, like I mentioned. Some of them more worth it than others. I think this is the healing shop, so probably not. Oh, never mind. This is the good. So, power ring, stamina ring. I mean, probably go for the power ring, and the cab is like whatever, because you'll find better stuff soon. And it's kind of funny that they allow you to buy those rods, but they're really worthless. So we're gonna buy that and be done, because we don't really want to buy anything else, because as you can see, our gold stash is not really that big right now. But defense stat is really not that big of a deal. We don't need more attack than defense right now. Later on in the game, you probably want to have more defense, but not right now. Right now, it's okay. And the Ethos shop is here. It's the biggest place in the village, so you want to go here. Yeah, all the music in this game is amazing. I still listen to it even years later, even though this game is super old. So, this is an Ethos workshop, but it's like the lowest tier. Yes, the Ethos workshop are the only place that officially repair gears. Let us see if they have parts we need to fix Weltall here. As they say, time is money, so we should do whatever we can as much as we are really able to. But they're fixing, like, right now they're fixing like one of the lowest tier gears in the game, so it's not really a spoiler. Huh? How can we help you? So this is like a, compared to the Ethos station and other places, this is like low grade, I would say. Tough luck, huh? What can you tell me about after the parts you're after? Yes, we were hoping to replace an X29 model injector bypass circuit. X20 model injector circuit, that's only used on the latest military models. We don't keep those kind of parts in stock here. You can only get such special parts by placing an ortho at the Ethos headquarters. This workshop is only the repair of civilian gears, like I said. Entry level stuff. I see, sorry to bother you. Sorry that we can't help you. You two again? As you can see this, yeah, I clicked on that accident. That was too good to be true, right guys? Too good to be true. You didn't have a moment? I need to talk to you. Yes, of course, Faye. So Faye, what did you have to talk to me about? Well, Doc, it's about Weltall. We can't find the parts we need, so it's alright, we just don't fix it? Do not repair it. What is the problem, Faye? Well, we've been able to come as far as Dazzle on our own. So doesn't that show we don't need Weltall as much as we thought? Actually, I've been thinking about that once things cool down to go back to land and help rebuild. That's all I feel I can do right now. And see if that's all you want, then that's fine. But I think we should try move Weltall as far away as possible. Move it away, but why would we need to do that, Doc? This is my only speculation, but I suspect that the incident that evening occurred because the Gavlar Special Forces stole a Kislev military gear. Special Force? You mean Ellie's group? Exactly. When I examined the broken gear in the village, I realized that the Gavlar pilot was riding a Kislev gear. It must have had some new technology involved in it for the Kislev army to send the pursuit forces after it. New technology? I suspect that the Gebler force was out to steal a new experimental gear. I'm sure the news of the Special Forces' failure has reached the capital. They'll be investigating the land areas to reclaim whatever parts of the new gear that they can find. Hold on, Doc. Won't the Kizil army be stolen land as well? Most probably. And in that case, there will be a conflict between Eva's inspection team and Kizil's pursuit troops. If they find where we have hidden Weltall, armies will fight over who gets Weltall. Am I right? And right near Lana too. So to avoid any problems, we should probably move Weltall somewhere else right away. But we can't fix it in order to move it. Right, but staying here will solve nothing. Fortunately, this is the center of all excavation work in this country. There's bound to be some information on where we can find parts. Anyways, the fear is often worse than the danger itself. We should not let fear hold us back. Right. I'm not going to read any of this stuff, but I believe that there's something important in one of these. I can't be expected to remember everything, but the water stopped again. There's something there's something important in one of these places, I'm pretty sure. The bar, for example, I think. Yeah, here we go. Such a noisy place. Well, in a place like this, you have to expect this kind of atmosphere. Yeah, but even so. Shut up! Why are y'all yapping when Big Joe is here trying to drink in peace? Can't y'all shut up? Who do you think you are? I don't care if you're Big Joe or Big Shmo, you don't mess with me. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, you sure talk big. Can you dig for treasure as good as you talk? What's that you say? You're so tough. Always looking for junk laying around. Why don't you do something more productive for once? If you ask me, you're a big... Hey, stop it. This guy's trouble. He's looking wild. Ah, shut up. Shut your trap. Ah ha ha. That's right. Run home to mama, little boys. Damn it, you'll keep... Ah, cowardly little punks. Why, this man sure likes to make his presence felt. That's for sure. That is for sure. Hey. You drinking too? Booze is my life companion, especially in such a sucky world like this. Everyone's searcher for dough and dynamite. How unromantic. You definitely wanted to go in here, guys, by the way, because you want to get that cutscene. Oh. By the way, you can tell if that's a door here by, usually by this. I'm not sure why it's not letting me through. Usually, if it's not a real door, then there won't be anything behind the door. But I guess that one is not letting me. Interesting. Anyways, let us go. Oh, that's what we needed to do, because although if we went to this place without talking in that bar, then that stuff would be not there. So that buggy out front is what we want to use. He's gonna go search for parts. Go in the desert. Are you sure you want to go into the ruins or something? The Kizil armies are conflicting over each other in the desert at all time. There is talk that their forces are often breaking the battle over the ruins. What does that have to do with the gear? If I search the battlefield for the wreckage of search armor gears, I should be able to find the parts we need. Besides, Weltall, the Kizil will need parts from Kizil gears. Hey, you are such a warrior. Things have a way of working out. You don't have to worry about so much. Why not go kill some time at the bar until I get back? Doc. Hey, are you letting him go out there all alone? Lots of fights break out in the desert. It's a real dangerous place. I've heard a group of pirates riding around and attacking people on a sand cruiser. You really shouldn't be letting him go out there like that. Foreshadowing. Just saying. A little bit of foreshadowing, not too bad. And now you go outside. Does it really is anything else important in town? Now basically you just go out. Okay. You basically go out and you just eventually find a place where you need to go. Not if you're a new player, like what? Where am I supposed to go? So basically, you just have to go out into the desert until you transition into an area where you cannot actually go into itself. It just transitions in onto. It sounds very confusing, but it just basically it's an auto transition. If that makes sense. I'll show you what I mean after this. Luckily we're not running into any land sharks, because those would be bad. You don't want to run into land sharks. Now we want to heal before we go in. As you can see, I'm at 30. And you can save at any time while on the world map, just so you guys know. So basically it'll just transition like this. But as a new player, how would you know that? Other than just guessing. And so it's not very fun to go in here. You just have to basically you have to follow where those gears are going, and eventually you'll be able to see them again. Guess I may as well follow those gears. So basically you're going this way. It's as good as the desert as it is, because it's a very good simulation of an actual desert, for sure. Get rid of this guy. Bye. Bye. And hopefully we level up soon, because... Okay, never mind. We need to start leveling up soon so we can learn the next death blow. How far has Doc gone? And now I've lost the sight of those gears too. What's happening? What is that? That's making such a giant shadow. Wow. What is this? What is this, guys? A giant floating ship with a barrier? That's certainly weird. You don't see that every day, right? You certainly don't see that every day. There's those gears. Different unit. Are they going towards the direction of the saucer ones? Better follow them as we not lose sight of them. And you definitely want to follow them, because otherwise if you go in other directions they'll just bring you back to... Uh-oh. Okay, well we want to get rid of these quickly. These are actually pretty. These are one of the most dangerous units in the in this part of the game. As you can see, that does a lot of damage. We don't want to fool around with these. This is what I was telling you guys about. You don't want to fight these. You want to get rid of these as quickly as possible. I'm not messing around with them. Yeah, you don't want to mess around with these. And then later on in the game, they appear again, and they are even more deadly. So you definitely don't want to mess around with them. They get crazy. So. Okay. Oh boy. Them again. Luckily they're using that ability, but there goes that. Yep. You just don't want to mess around with these. Ouch. Bye. They do give a decent amount of experience points, but still, they're not to be trifled with. And this allows you to know that you're in the right area. Does this ever end? It'll start getting dark soon, so I better hurry up and... Oh, this is the cool part. What's going on here? Gears, a flying saucer, and now these guys. I hope Doc's alright. Yeah. Sorry about that. Just let me borrow this for a little while. Hey, wait! Unfortunately, you can't actually control the motorcycle. I wish you could, but it's just relegated to cutscene, unfortunately, guys. Here comes a wind current. Rip motorcycle. Uh-oh. And there's the other one. What's with you guys? Aren't you overreacting just a little for a silly motorcycle? Ah. Faye, I was looking everywhere for you. Doc, you're alright. Yes, of course. It's so strange that it has guns, by the way, because Weltall doesn't actually have a gun, but for some reason in this cutscene, this was always so strange. Faye, hurry. Hurry and do what? I cannot use Weltall very well. Only you can use it to its full potential. Hurry up and get on board. Alright. get rid of these guys. Ouch. Goodbye. Crouch guns. That's the only thing I can explain. Crouch guns. Nice. Nice. And inner healing. Very nice. That's what you want to see. Inner healing is a very good step forward, guys. I don't know how would I beat them. Ha 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 ha. What the? Who is this guy? That's crazy. He disappeared out of nowhere. Your hot-blooded desire battle does not be tamed, I see.
Who are you? Who?
I forgot about this.
I know you. You killed her. Her? No. It wasn't. Not me. You coward. It was you.
You're the one from land. Here we go again. My name is Graf, the Seeker of Power. You certainly showed how much power you had back in land, didn't you, Faye? How much power I had? What are you talking about? Greater power is what I need to fulfill my mission. I sent those gears into land as a catalyst. If you awaken your power, you need to make contact with you. As a catalyst, you mean you caused that intentionally? That's right. The death of your loved ones, and you're powerless against it happening. The grief, the screams of your heart, born from that tragedy. There! That was the catalyst of triggering your power. You mean you attacked my village just to get me in that gear? Why? Why did the villagers have to die? Who cares why? It does not matter how many of them died. They were wretched vermin, only living from day to day without ever fulfilling their prescribed destination. And have you forgotten? You were the one who destroyed the villagers. I did not lift a finger. No! I was just trying to save those villagers and its people. I never intended to destroy it. Is that really so? Surely you must have heard it. It is the very essence of you, the voice of desire within you craves destruction. Shut up. Even if that were true, aren't you still the one who caused it? If you hadn't come, the village wouldn't have suffered for the way it did. Ah, so now you resort to the blame, I see. That sounds like something you would say. That's good. Your basic nature remains unchanged. Crap. You said you need my power. What are you intending to do with it? You know very well it is destroy Mother God. Destroy God? Yes, we will destroy God. It is our purpose. It is our destiny. Don't be ridiculous. I won't get involved in such a thing. If you want to destroy your god or whatever it is you're on about, do it by yourself. You resemble your father. My father? You mean my dad? You don't know my father? That was a most delightful scream. I was enthralled by it. Nothing is more beautiful than a scream of death. What did you do to my father? What happened between you two? Huh. Do you really wish to know? There is no use in you knowing it by now. What? Your power is still beneath the need of my purpose. Anything unusual must be tried until it becomes suitable. What in the hell is that? You cannot get by this. If you die here, then so be it. may indeed gain some happiness from not knowing, but surely that's not what you truly want. If you want to know the truth, and that is what you want, isn't it, Faye? Then this is what you must do. You must show me that you have attained the level of strength I require, and in order to do that, you must destroy others by using your own strength. Then you will gain all that was lost in exchange for that scream of death. Wait, we're not finished talking yet. Now this is a pretty unique boss because you can't actually beat it through normal means. So hopefully you'll know to go to other machine and guided shots. This is the only way you can damage this boss. Unfortunately, it's a very long drawn out battle because you can only use this attack against this enemy here. This is one of the only enemies in the entire game you can only do that with. And while that is happening, your fuel is being absorbed. But since you're not using it anyways, it doesn't matter. So yeah, just go ahead and just keep doing this over and over again until it dies. This is one of the most boring boss battles in the entire game because it's literally the only way you can win. Yeah, while it's happening, your fuel is being absorbed, but again, it does not matter because you're not using it to begin with. And it's dead. That was one of the easiest bosses in the game, but only if you know how to know what you're doing. Eventually, even if you're a new player, you'd eventually figure that out. Hey, I can't do any damage with my attacks. What do I have to do? Right? So eventually you'd figure that out. It's not a big secret. I'm fine. The gear seems to be broken though. I'm so glad that you are unharmed. The gear only had temporary repairs on it. They were not made to survive an outright battle like that. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh no, the Ave nuts are not now. Faye, I think we should remain calm. Question mark? Faye? You're captured. They got us good this time. They sure got us good. You're being transported on a transport ship. In the middle of the desert. We are being held captive. As you'll see. Yep. Door is locked. No way out. For now. Oh, here's the cutscene I was thinking about. And it was so weird how, I don't know, he's facing the wrong way for what's happening. So that was always so strange to me, but... Obviously, you know one of the people in this cutscene already. Well, it's, I guess technically two. Faye and Crab. You'll see another portion of the... Oh, never mind.
Thought we'd meet again like this. It must be fate. How ironic. But I'll never let you have him. Even if it kills me.
Well, I love that part. Pretty well delivered on that one. No sarcasm there. How are you, Faye? Did you sleep well? Huh? Well, sort of. Sorry I messed up. I was careless. That gear is a top secret experimental model from Kislev. It's only natural that Ave would also be made madly searching for it. Faye, are you hurt? You do not look so well. Well, I suppose you could say that I was hurt. That man in black spoke your father's fate. Is that what's wrong? There's that too, but it's the other stuff he said. What happened at land was all planned to get me to ride that gear, so he claimed. That got me worried. Alright, well, an hour has passed. I think we're gonna go ahead and save here and end part 2. Part 3 we'll be fighting our way out of this prison here, and I'm not gonna spoil how we do that, but we'll be able to fight our way through this. So, with that being said, hope you guys are enjoying the playthrough so far. Trying to explain everything I possibly can with no spoilers, but as well at the same time trying to help you along, trying to get you into the point where you should be getting really strong. So now that Citan's back on the team, we should be learning death blows on him as soon as possible, because we want him to get in working order, because at a certain point in the game he is going to be very essential for as your main damage dealer. I'm not going to say where, but at a certain point he's going to be your main damage dealer, and you want him to be as strong as possible. So with that being said, guys, hope you guys are enjoying the playthrough, and I'll see you in part 3.